Humans are wired with a deep fear of rejection, so we consciously try to hide our attraction to protect our egos. But our bodies have a completely different agenda, an ancient, hardwired drive to connect that overrules logic. When the conscious mind demands secrecy, the subconscious stages a mutiny. This internal rebellion produces what clinical researchers call subconscious behavioral leakage. To measure this leakage, we use the baseline deviation model. This diagram shows a person's normal, everyday behavior as a flat baseline. But when they are around someone they are attracted to, their system experiences sudden, involuntary spikes of activity. Spotting a secret crush means ignoring the search for cinematic, romantic gestures. Instead, we have to track these specific, measurable data points, the exact moments a person's actions deviate from their normal flatline. True concealment is a biological impossibility. The subconscious will always sabotage the conscious mind's attempts to hide, forcing the body to pursue a high-value target. We start the audit at level 1, the physiological leaks. These are the immediate involuntary reflexes, entirely controlled by the autonomic nervous system. But if you catch them staring, their brain registers a social threat. This triggers an instant cortisol spike, a fear response that forces them to rapidly avert their eyes to avoid the anxiety of exposure. Then there is the Duchenne smile. This diagram illustrates the mechanics of genuine joy. The mere presence of an attraction object triggers a reflex that pulls these specific facial muscles upwards. Because the autonomic nervous system controls both the eye movements and the facial muscles, these microexpressions cannot be faked. They provide pure, unforgeable data that biological interest exists. Moving up to level 2, the audit examines spatial and personality deviations. Here, the brain's emotional processing center, the amygdala, becomes highly overstimulated by the target's presence. This overload disrupts the subject's baseline personality, causing a complete behavioral inversion. A normally quiet person might suddenly become erratic and talkative, while a loud extrovert might shrink into nervous silence. This overstimulation also activates the gravity principle. This radar visualization tracks a subject's unconscious spatial drive. Notice how the glowing dot abandons its normal path to close the physical distance to the center target, regardless of logical context. Excessive complimenting serves as a verbal extension of this gravity principle, allowing the subject to signal their value and bridge the conversational gap even when standing completely still. Whether they are closing the physical gap or shifting their entire personality, the subject's brain is actively reorganizing its immediate environmental priorities around one specific person. The final, highest intensity tier is level 3. At this stage, biological attraction forces the tangible investment of finite resources. This graphic shows why a secret crush constantly initiates contact. A simple interaction releases a burst of dopamine. That chemical reward creates a feedback loop. Continuously engaging with the target feeds this biochemical cycle, making conversation a biological necessity. This dependency leads to forced availability. Canceling established plans, rescheduling appointments, and bending over backward to be in the same room require massive expenditures of energy and time. Time is the single most finite evolutionary resource a human possesses. By reallocating it so drastically, the subject proves the supreme biological value they place on the target. Staring, smiling, initiating contact, these are not random social quirks. They represent a linear, escalating series of biological imperatives actively overriding a person's baseline social anxiety. To accurately determine if someone harbors a secret attraction, you have to discard emotional guesswork and external opinions. You apply the baseline deviation model. Strip away the social context. Ignore the excuses they make. Look strictly for the measurable data points where their normal behavior cracks and leaks out. The conscious mind is incredibly skilled at crafting lies to protect the ego from rejection. But no matter how hard they try to hide it, the physical body will always expose the truth of its attraction.